Today's episode is brought to you by CVS Health Non-Drowsy Daytime Multi-Symptom Cold and Flu Relief Medicine, for when you just do not care to turn on the video. This is the Unnamed Real Estate Podcast. My name is Charles Ray Dawson, Associate Broker and Residential Sales Manager of ProStar Realty. This is episode 147 of the Unnamed Real Estate Podcast, and I'm introducing my co-host, Pepper the Wonder Cat, who as soon as that recording came on, suddenly decided she wanted to come in and interact and give her little commentary on real estate today. Hope you guys are all doing pretty good this week. In case you haven't noticed, I have a head cold, and so I'm not feeling very sexy, so we're not doing the camera today. I'm also working from home, and I'm using my at-home rig, so that's why the sound's a little weird. But other than that, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. I did not drop an episode last week because of Thanksgiving, but I hope you guys all saw my little Thanksgiving announcement. I hope you guys all worked your circles and had a good time with the family or friends, or even if it's just sitting at home watching TV and eating TV dinner. So, real estate went exactly where I thought it was going to. We had 2 weeks without running the numbers. And all right, I'm just having a really hard time with my voice right now because it's down a little bit octave and I sort of want to play around with it. I call this my FM radio announcer voice. It's like Light Lithium 100, love songs, nothing but jump out the window love songs. For those who have loved, but especially for those who have lost. Every one of her songs is top 100 with a bullet. And at the end of the show, the bullet will be in your head. Topping our list today is going to be our new song, Why Did You Leave Me After Everything I Did For You by Some Loser. Yeah, that's pretty much what my voice is and what my sense of humor is today, so you guys are all going to have to bear with me, or it's been over a minute 40. I got the count that you guys watch this thing so you guys can just jump to the end. So let's talk our numbers real quick. We do have some screens going on, and I got this thing worked up for you. This is the numbers for November 29th, 2023. Actives this week are 15,935, down 105 from the previous week. Our new listings are 1,049, down 210 from the previous week. Contracts were 1,327, down 158, and closings were 817. Coming soon to an MLS near you is 381 new listings. And if you're wondering why everything's down, this is winter. This is our doldrums. But more importantly, in our big numbers we need to look at is that we have hit under 110 for the Cromford Report number. So Cromford Report is calling us in a balanced market. Now remember, the Maricopa market is made up of a bunch of different regions. So some places are going to be more into the buyer's market and some are going to be more into the sellers. But we have Cromford Report number of 105.7. Our supply right now is 65.1 and our demand is at 68.8. So figure out that we have about 67 buyers out there looking at 65 houses. 2 buyers are not going to be happy, but everybody else has something to choose from. So let's break it down to our local areas and what we got going on that. Everything except Goodyear. Goodyear popped up 4%, right? They are still technically in a buyer's market, though, at 86.1. Surprise, Maricopa, Queen Creek, and Buckeye round up the bottom of the list, and Buckeye is definitely your buyer's market right now at 67.5. A lot of that is impact from all the new builds going on out there, and a lot of people canceling out of their contract with the builders because of the interest rates. So keep an eye on that area. If interest rates start dropping down, I think Buckeye and Queen Creek are going to be some of the first we'll see a recovery on, since these are lower price points, and those people at the lower price points are more impacted by the inflation rates or interest rates. Remember, interest rates go up, you can always buy a smaller house. But if you hit that point where you're just scraping by at the very bottom, and you're just barely coming across the finish line, and that interest rate takes a jump up and knocks you out. If you can qualify for $1 million at 7%, well, if it goes to 9%, you're not qualifying for $1 million, but you still buy one at $550. So, and then the top of the list we have right now is Chandler, Fountain Hills, Gilbert, Glendale, and Phoenix are the top 5. They are all still in a seller's market, even though they have all dropped. Biggest loser this over the last 2 weeks was Paradise Valley, which is an outlier because that's where all the rich people live. So let's leave the next one. Cave Creek, doing what Cave Creek does. They've dropped down 24%. They're at 93.0. That means that they will probably, if they continue on that glide slope, be also in a buyer's market by this time next week. Let's keep an eye on them. And don't ask me what's going on in Goodyear. It's Goodyear. So, in other news, what's been going on? Well, I haven't really been paying attention to too much. I've been in classes all week, getting my ABR. That's my accredited buyer's something or other. I really should pay attention to these things more. Anyways, it's a certification. It means that I'm accredited to be an accredited buyer's representative. It's one of the things that are put out by NAR. NAR's got a lot of different training and a lot of different specialties, and this is, it's not the big one, which is a GRI, but it's definitely up there. And my brokerage was nice enough to offer to pay for that class for everybody who wanted to take it. So, hey, free education. Never pass up an opportunity to learn something important. So I've been going through that, and hopefully next week I'll have more things to follow up on that, and more of an episode, to be honest with you. Because it's 5 minutes and 36 seconds into this, and I am already getting hoarse. So you guys have a great weekend. Work your circles. Watch your children and pets around the water. Don't drive in anything flooded. And hopefully next week I'll be in more position to talk to you guys. Have a great night.